Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Paramount Residential Mortgage Group.
In today's mortgage environment, providing our wholesale community with the best combination of product, pricing, technology, and service is paramount to their success. PRMG, built by originators for originators.
Welcome to another edition of Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib, MBS Highway. This is created exclusively for Mortgage News Network, and it's brought to you by our good friends at PRMG, who are always working for your best interest. So when we take a look at what's been going on this week, we did get some successful auctions in both the 10-year Treasury note and the 30-year Treasury bond. Now, why is that so important? Because it helped to at least stop the upside pressure we've been seeing in rates rising. Why were these auctions better? Well, when you have a higher yield to start with, of course, it's going to get more appetite. But last week, we got some good news on inflation. Both wholesale and retail were a little softer than expectations. And inflation, as you've heard me say many times, that's the enemy of interest rates, because if you're receiving interest because you've loaned money out and you're receiving payments like a fixed payment on a mortgage for a long period of time, that money is as I said, it's fixed. So every month you can go out and let's just say hypothetically you bought a basket of goods and services. Over time, the money doesn't go as far because inflation makes things cost more and it erodes the buying power of that fixed payment that you get. So if inflation rises, it will make that erosion occur more rapidly. Since there's nothing you could do about the rate of inflation and nothing you could do about a loan that you've already given, the only thing you can do is on a future transaction, you can protect yourself more from that rising inflation by starting off at a higher level. So the erosion, while it's occurring, you're balancing it out by starting off higher. How do you start off higher? You charge more in the way of a higher interest rate. And that's why interest rates rise when inflation rises. So inflation was a little tamer. Interest rates kind of calmed down. It was a good thing that we saw last week. Now this week coming up, it's also going to be a pretty quiet week ahead. And the thing of it is when you take a look at the news that we're going to be getting, it's going to be housing related, although not a lot. Housing starts we'll get this week. And the housing news has been so great. And man, I'll tell you what, if you take a look inside MBS Highway, use the housing data, you will gain more customers between cost of waiting and the real estate report card, the buy versus rent, and so many other tools to articulate the opportunity in housing. You'll help your real estate agent really motivate that customer to move forward and move quickly, which they have to do in this marketplace, as well as showing that customer that you're really the expert. So take a look at that if you do get a chance. Now, when we take a look at the charts of the market, and I want to show you one today, I want to look at the 10-year Treasury because that's an easy one for us to see, even though mortgages are exactly priced on mortgage-backed securities. It's the 10-year Treasury that gives you at least a good barometer or look in rate. And I want to show you a little bit of a longer term one here. Now we've taken a look at very long term for many, many years, but this one here is showing the yield on the 10-year Treasury for the better part of the past year. And you can see how the tops line up and the bottoms line up along the same axis. And it does appear pretty clearly that we are in an uptrend. Now, isn't it interesting that this uptrend started right about the time that the Fed started cutting back on their purchases? Actually started right here in October, but even in September, knowing it's coming, we saw that. And then things flattened out. And then guess what? In January, they ramped that up again. Yields started to rise. Things kind of leveled out and calmed down. In April, they cut back again and yields started to rise. So isn't it crazy? October, rates rise. They ramp it up again in January, rates rise. They ramp it up again in April, rates rise. Now they're going to be doing this again in July, another ramp up in the reduction of mortgage-backed security purchases. So when that occurs, we may break above a very important level, and that level is, and you've seen me talk about this, 3.04% on the 10-year Treasury. We touched exactly on that target that I've had for a very long time, have backed off. But if we break above it, you can bet that 10-year Treasury is going to go to about 335. And then the next stop from there is 385, although it might take some time. But 335 means about 3/8 higher in rate than where we are now, and about 150 basis points worse. So it's something I want you to be on guard for and watch for. Your customers should not be complacent at this time. All right, team. Hope you guys have a great day. If you haven't done so already, don't be foolish. Get on MBS Highway, man. Talk to you soon.
PRMG continues to provide our wholesale partners across the nation with better technology, better product, better pricing, and better service. Our nationally recognized brand is more than just an image. It is a symbol of integrity. PRMG, built by originators for originators. Be sure to click on the link below for your free 30-day MBS highway trial.
This is Mortgage News Network.